affectionately referred to as the snake pit. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Terrapins will get us started with the opening kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the first crack at it here. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone, and that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
It's complete. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking for the score. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wolverines offense will take the field for the first time. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
Getting some heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Fast, physical, and disruptive, Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, it's Stewart. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the ball is intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing it his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. We need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Terrapins want to move quickly. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Stewart. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in. And that ball is picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Motion from the offense. Martin back to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They're setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. They've got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The running back has it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Michigan!
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon.
Fires to the big fella.
We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. No huddle here for the offense. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now on 2nd down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
Martin will throw it. Coming after it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
And the Terrapins will punt this one away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man in the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Makes the catch. It's Stewart. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 months.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
The Terrapins in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. He gets a block. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Out of the gun, the inside give. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Comes out throwing on 1st down. The short hands, it's Cleescorn. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. And the Wolverines get it past the sticks. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. The Wolverines have taken it inside the 20. To the ground with the back. Bulls his way forward. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On second down, he's looking downfield. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Third and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead's extended a little further.
Michigan 24, Maryland 0.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much more.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. They'll keep it on the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Terrapins are flying down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're trying to get to it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Martin back to pass. Got rid of it just in time. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Stanford is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Cardinal on the scoreboard. They're up 14 over Oregon. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo. Martin will throw it. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll bring it back. It's Stewart. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Wide open downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his spot. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays that worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perez. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Martin back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Back to the air one more time. That's caught. It's White. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Terrapins will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Quick handoff. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. You saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
On first down, here comes this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The sure hands, it's White. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 2nd down coming up. They'll go to the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Martin will throw it. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He got it.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You'd like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Snares it outside. It's Daniels. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Pocket starts to collapse. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And finally, finally are seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Dialing up a second down pass play. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass play.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give from the gun. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. He's looking to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Oh, it's a reverse. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They move the tight end all over. Looking to throw. Pressure's there and he lets it go. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes third and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Fires left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a move. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. The give to the left side. Shakes off the tackler. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Off play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this will be caught at the 30. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling.
It's a fumble on the play. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing it down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarmed, did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Quarterback on the keeper. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. He wants to throw, trying to get to it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Martin back to pass. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes a connection. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught in the backfield. It's Perez. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got his man quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got it behind the line. It's Battle. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Martin will throw it. He'll heave it deep. Holds it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. The play action fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Firing toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Terrapin. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. Coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we had a tight one there on the phone. They're up by 7 over Oregon. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. It's a reverse. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Gonna run it. It's Marshall. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Power football with the run.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the beatdown has ensued. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day everything.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.